All right, lovebirds, Goldie Hawn is sharing words of wisdom for lasting love, just as another Hollywood power couple breaks up. After 11 years together, Liev Schreiber and Naomi are calling it quits. But in this case, just because the relationship ends doesn't mean the drama has to begin. We're looking at you, Brangelina. In a joint statement, Watts and Schreiber say, quote, "Over the past few months, we've come to the conclusion that the best way forward for us as a family is to separate as a couple. It is with great love, respect, and friendship in our hearts that we look forward to raising our children together." They have 2 sons together, but were never married. The pair just made what has turned out to be their last public appearance as a couple at the Toronto International Film Festival a few weeks ago for the premiere of their movie, The Bleeder. While they co-star in the film, both were rather reserved when I asked them about working together. Naomi, would you say that she's your grounding force as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Liev actually said that you were the grounding force as well. People reports a source saying the couple has been, quote, on the rocks for a while now. Meanwhile, we're learning the secret to lasting love for one Hollywood couple. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell are going 33 years strong, and Hawn is revealing how they've made it work by not getting married. The actress says if she and Russell had walked down the aisle, they would be, quote, long divorced by now. She says they both value the independence that not being married allows them, and it turns out it's hard to miss just how well Hawn and Russell function as a couple and how their family functions as a whole. Just listen to what Russell's Deepwater Horizon director told me about hanging out on set with them.
Kurt and Goldie Hawn, that's the kind of family you look at and you're like, family can work. Relationships can work.
And of course, tune in Friday to hear from Russell himself on what it's like to work with his stepdaughter, Kate Hudson, on this film.
Maui, demigod of the wind and sea, I am
hero of men.
What?
It's actually Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men.
Get ready for Moana, the story of a teen who sails out on a daring adventure to save her people. It's the first Disney film set in the Pacific and a visual masterpiece. I got the chance to go behind the scenes with the talents who make that movie magic. Here's a sneak peek.
This one was started 5 years ago. It's a long time before you really start seeing the finished product, and we've been kind of blown away by seeing it come together the way it's come together.
I was very excited to know that Disney is telling a Polynesian story.
Catch the rest of my tour coming up in November on Entertainment City.
Under the rock, if you come from away, you probably understand about half of what we say. I don't wanna hurt anymore.
Mervish Productions has unveiled its lineup for the 2016-2017 season, and it's gonna be good. It includes the final pre-Broadway stop for Newfoundland musical Come From Away. It's written by a husband and wife team who tell Terry Hart the show strikes a chord everywhere it's played.
It's the story of after 9/11 when thousands of passengers were diverted to a tiny little community in Newfoundland, and the people there just opened their hearts and homes.
2 musicals from London's West End are coming to Toronto, including The Bodyguard, based, of course, on the Whitney Houston film.
Rare is that an entire company would travel with a show, not to a different city, not to a different country, but to a different continent?
As far as I know, it's pretty unusual.
Terry, as always, get your entertainment news first in the morning right here and anytime on Twitter @EntCity.